What's going on, Drinking Boys? Brand new podcast coming right at you. But you know what we got to do first? We got to talk about those things that generate a little revenue for the show. First and foremost, we are brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/Matt Slayer, home to the whole exclusive video back catalog, home to the uncensored episodes, and boy, the next two ones after this one are going to require some censorship. Whew. In addition, you can actually just support the show for as little as $3 a month, less than the cost of a beer. If you're not looking to see the video episodes, all of it helps. So once again, go to patreon.com/Matt Slayer. Oh, did I mention there's ad-free audio and ad-free video on the Patreon? If you're getting dynamically inserted ads right now, or the YouTube video ads, everything on Patreon, ad-free. Once again, at patreon.com/Matt Slayer. And the other way you can support the show, real easy. It's twofold. First, tell your friends. Share social media posts. Just spread the word. Does not hurt. It's really painless and it helps out a ton. The other way you can support this show is go to youtube.com/andnowwedrink and subscribe to the channel. Feeds the algorithm, brings more people to the show. It's really that easy. Costs you nothing. Appreciate the hell out of you for it. But let's get on with it. My guest this week is adult performer Samantha Lexi. This show is pure chaos. I'll just put it out there. This one is pure chaos. Samantha is a crazy ball of energy. And we may have gotten a little inebriated by the end of this one, so definitely is a sloppy one. I hope you enjoy it. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, Drinking Buddies. How the fuck are you?
Are we starting?
Maybe.
Oh, okay, great. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm so happy right now.
I'm completely screwing up. I forgot that I cannot swear in the first 30 seconds of the episode because YouTube demonetizes me for that shit.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
It's 30 seconds up?
Not yet.
Oh.
And I swore twice already, so.
Yeah, well.
I'm not going to censor
bleep it out. Oh,
no.
You broke your own rule.
Oh, no. I specifically said.
Shit.
I specifically said I fucked up.
Yeah, well.
And that was after 30 seconds, so that one can.
Okay, great. Okay.
As my audience is like, really? We're going to talk about.
It's going to be perfect after this. It's going to be perfect.
We're going to talk about YouTube standards to start the show.
Oh my God. No, I don't even know about that shit. Moving on. Moving on. Hey. So we finally have Samantha in the fucking house. Better late than ugly. That's what I always say.
Well, I'm talking about like the two other times you were booked to do the show.
All right. My toe was ugly.
That was one of them. That was the second time.
All right. Well, I'm so sorry, but third time's a charm. It's the third time, and I'm here. Thank you so much for having me.
So Samantha cornered me at a barbecue. Like, you're gonna have me on the fucking show, right? You're gonna have me on the fucking show.
I didn't corner you, or you were already sitting in a corner.
I love this creative retelling of it.
Take a shot to that.
Like, he was already in the corner. I didn't put him there.
Yes. No, because I like really wanted to be on it, but I was like, damn. It was just when I first started doing porn, and it was like a lot. It was like my whole life was like overstimulating.
You're not gonna pour me one of those?
Oh, you want tequila? Oh, great.
I mean, I'll do shots of tequila.
Really? Oh, because I thought you were just, I don't know. Usually people stick with one thing, but...
See, I have to operate a bedroom door at some point. That's about it. That's as far as I have to go, so...
A bedroom door? Oh, to go to sleep?
Yeah. I don't have to drive a car. I don't have to even get in an elevator. So if I get really fucked up, I can strike the set tomorrow.
I love that for you.
Me too. That's why I record here.
Yes.
I kind of dread the day of one day of getting really successful where I do this in a studio and then have to figure out how I'm going to get the fuck home.
I dread the day where I become super successful. Cheers.
What's that baby shot?
Okay, so you only have to operate the bedroom door. I have to.
You do not have to drive. You have to get in an Uber. There is a camera.
Yeah. Drive the elevator downstairs.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay, well then don't call me like that. Anyways.
You haven't gathered I talk a little shit on this motherfucker?
I mean, I assumed. It comes with the job, right?
I'd hope so.
I like your job.
I do too. That's why I do
Good
it.
job. You want to know what's my favorite part about being here?
Oh, God.
Okay, honestly, I got really excited when I seen you because I was like, because I had seen a clip of your podcast on Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like the earmuffs, I love wearing the earmuffs. Just does something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it just feels like I'm like real important.
Samantha doesn't actually want to be on the podcast. She just wants to wear
I want the muffs. They're earmuffs. The earmuffs, honestly, like I want to be a DJ, not because, I mean, I love music or whatever, but I just think it looks really cute to wear the earmuffs. It looks like you know what you're doing in technology or something, you know?
I guess.
I know it's a cute look, right?
Well, yeah, that's why, like...
Oh, this is also why I want to stream on Twitch. I was like, do you know how to play video games? Because my next question was going to be, can you teach me? Because, like, I want to stream on Twitch playing video games and get, like, the cute gamer girls, like, with the ears.
With the cat ears?
The muffs with the ears. My birthday's coming up, guys. If you're my fan and you want to give me something, give me some earmuffs with ears.
All right.
Yeah.
Are they on a wish list somewhere so people can buy them?
I feel like they were there on some point. Oh, and then one of my music friends were like, those suck, like quality-wise. I was like, but they're cute.
Oh, no, they do suck quality-wise.
Okay, so see, that's why I took them off, because they got embarrassed.
Well, yeah, it's all the intent of the use. Those things are for... So shit for gamers, for the most part, is not pro-quality shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're selling it to gamers. They're just selling...
Oh, because the sound quality is shitty.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
It's not like, oh my God. It's insane for audio gear. Sorry, folks, for getting into, like, audio nerd shit right off the bat. But, like, shit for headphones, for example, you can go as little as, like, $15 for a set.
Earmuffs.
Or hundreds of dollars for, like, you know, high-end pro stereo headphones. Like, you can go $400 or $500 for one set.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, how come, like, the people that make the cute ones and the people that make the good quality, can't they just, like, collab so that they can make me happy?
Well, the thing about it is they're trying to sell them. They're not...
No, but I want to be happy with good quality ones and cute ones.
Well, so the
Is
cute
there
ones...
custom ones?
Maybe.
I like custom shit.
Well, for your purposes, for just gaming, they'll be fine. It's the really high-end ones are for producing music.
Yeah, I want to pretend like I could do that too. Just like put on some. So which ones are the best ones so I could get, so I could like look like I'm real professional doing all of this high-tech shit? I'm just kidding. I just want to be cool like you guys.
You know, there was an article, I think it was in Vice a couple of years ago, about one of the authors who was a cute girl who was just like, I decided I was going to impersonate an EDM DJ and see how far I could get by just being a cute girl. And she's like, I was playing festivals.
I hate to say it, but that might be me next. You know what I'm saying?
You would not be the first performer to go from...
No, I know. No, I know that. That's why I have thought about it for a second. And lots of my friends are DJs and they've been starting to teach me. So you might see me like at the next EDC main stage. I'm just kidding.
What's your DJ name?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I kind of just thought it would be my name. Should I change it?
Aren't you required to? Don't you have to be DJ something or some weird fucking name?
Do you have to? I think you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, you really can do it.
Because I'm going to be so talented. They're like, whatever. Even if your name's Samantha Lexi, that's dope because you're really talented.
They're just like, oh, hey, another hot girl DJ. Cool.
Yes.
Would you leave porn behind at that point?
Maybe. No, I'd finish my contract and then move on to it. Maybe I could do both.
Maybe.
I feel like doing them together will like up the fans like in both of them, right?
Potentially.
No, it will. I'm manifesting it. You guys heard it here right now.
All right. It's going on the vision board.
Oh, yeah. It's been on there. Cheers.
Cheers. So what kind of shit would you be DJing? We're less than 10 minutes into the show, and Samantha is already attempting to break my shit.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. That was not intentional.
I didn't think you were intentionally like, fuck your mic, Matt.
I'm sorry. I love the mic. I'm sorry.
She's displaying a little technique for us.
Sorry. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'd be like kind of, I don't know. Honestly, I haven't decided because I feel like in the EDM scene, people are like, oh, are you bass head or house head? But I like both. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm working on my flash drives. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, get some DJ friends to like, put this mix together for you and just boop.
Oh, it's in the works. It's in the works. But first things first, get cute earmuffs that work good. Right?
Step A. Well, what you could do. I got a plan.
You're going to custom make them for me?
No.
Oh.
I don't have that kind of skill. Shit.
You know a guy?
I don't know a guy on that front, but I have a plan.
Okay.
So what you do is you get some high-end inner ear ones, and you don't actually plug in the cute ones.
Oh my God. You're a fucking... No, don't put that in the podcast. People are going to steal my idea. My idea.
Yeah, your idea. That's right. I am Samantha Lexi.
No, you're a fucking genius. Mine's blown. You just blew the lid off my top. We're only 10 minutes in.
Well, hopefully I will be as equally impressive for the rest of the podcast.
All right.
By the end of it, Samantha's going to be like, nope, didn't hold up.
Nope, not impressed.
He popped early.
Hate that. Nothing's worse. Nothing. Well, actually.
Does that happen often?
Yeah, but like, you know what? There is something worse. Small dick. I feel like it was a topic of conversation at the barbecue. Okay, it was like.
This was not involving me in the corner, by the way, folks.
I think you're still worse than in the corner, but like, I don't know how the conversation came up first of all, this is like kind of like porn star barbecue. So it's not like an outlandish topic.
It'd be outlandish not to talk about penis sizes.
How did it come up? I think you guys I don't know. Someone was talking about it.
All I remember is the quote out of you is like, how are you going to have a dick smaller than my personality?
No, I said I like dick bigger than my personality.
I was paraphrasing.
Yeah, that was close. My fans that know me and they watch me stream was like, God damn, that's a big dick. I'm like, yeah.
So
remember that story I told you?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
It's a great story.
I want to tell it to the audience. So
tell the people.
Yeah. So they're just like, are they really going to talk about a story and not tell the story?
It's like our inside. We got
inside jokes for the people listening. They're like, this is good content, man. Good content.
Okay, you guys. So usually, I don't care if it makes it sound like a horror or whatever. I recommend it to all females or anyone that likes a dick in the world. Ask for a dick pic because it's like, why would you waste your time? If sex is important to you, ask for a dick pic. Okay, people are like, oh my God, you fucked on the first date. I'm like, yeah, dude, how do I know if I want a second one? That's crazy. Oh, yeah, of course I'm gonna fuck. And prior to that, I want a dick pic because I need to know. Because personally, that's not ever gonna work for me. So let's just get that squared away right then and there. Let's just make sure. Otherwise, I'm not gonna like play this game like, oh yeah, go on a date and all this shit. And then come to find out you have a small dick.
So what constitutes a small dick?
Okay, I'll get there. I'll just tell a story because you have ADHD, so then it's like I'm gonna get off on this tangent. I'm
Well, luckily I've done this once or twice, so I'll reel you back in a little bit.
Like not. Okay, I used to say 9 to 12, but I want to say 9 to 11 for. See, people have their. It's all.
Okay, 9 to 11 small.
It's all subjective, right? So people are like, oh yeah, he has husband dick. I asked someone that one time, I'm like, what does that mean to you? And she was like, yeah, like my baby daddy, like 5 inches. I was like. I just almost threw up and died. I was like, 5 inches? I was like, that's small. That's like really, isn't that like micro? She's like, no, girl, that's average. I'm like, to who? And she's like, no, it's like medically average. And I was like, I don't think so. And she like literally Googled it and she was like, see, I was like, oh, that's scary. Like, why would you want that in life? She's like, well, that's like what they consider husband dick. I'm like, who considers that husband dick? Like, you couldn't even be my date for the night if your dick is, that's scary.
Well, 5 inches is below average.
Okay, so she was, okay, good. So what is average?
We have different results here.
Okay, see, so it's like an opinion. It's an opinion or
so one's
stats all over the world, like everyone.
Well, so it's different country to country what the average is.
Okay, so in America?
So according to
See, that's
Helpline,
what. See, so 5 is micro, right? Like you need to
No,
be
no.
locked in a chastity cage,
No.
and like basically because it's like a clit, like it's like, right?
no.
Is
Five
that?
five is not like you have to get in like the 3 territory for micro.
It still gives me ick. 5 gives me ick.
According to Healthline.com, the average is 5.1 to 5.5.
Same thing. It's in the 5 range. I can't. I just can't do it.
Okay.
So like for some people, like they're like, oh yeah, 5 to like 7 is like husband dick. I'm like for me, like 9 to I used to say 9 to 12 is like my ideal dick size, but I feel like when I thought about it more, I'm like, actually, I think like 9 to 11 would be like husband dick for me, and then 12 is like for the weekends, like like not every day, but like I want to dabble with a 12, like every.
How many 9 to 11-inch dicks are you finding on average?
That's like the only. I like if you're like less than that, I'm like, it's just like.
Yeah, but how many are you finding out there? How many like are you just being like, nope, 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 nope?
To be honest, I don't need like lots of different dicks. I could just do like, one or a few. I want lots of sex with a really good dick, But okay, so back to the story that I was telling. So this one time I met this guy, and for whatever the fuck reason, I did not ask him for a dick pic because it was like kind of like rushed or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna roll the dice on this one. Then whatever. It's not like we went on a date or anything. So let's thank God for that, because I would have wasted that time.
You could have gotten a free meal out of it.
I don't know. I'd rather eat a cup of noodle by myself in like my car. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to eat a meal with you for what? I don't want to do that. I don't.
Human connection? I don't know.
Okay, so first of all, that's another thing. That's like I hate like eating dates or like dinners with like friends and stuff. I call them eating meetings. Because like you're gonna tell me what time I'm gonna eat, and then I have to be ready by that specific time. Like I feel like I'm getting ready for like a job interview. Like I have to be punctual, or no one else could eat. I call them eating meetings. Like I hate it so much. Like I hate nothing more than an eating meeting. Like I really hate it. I hate it. I wouldn't do anything else but that. It's like I don't know. It's like this thing I have. Like I don't like people telling me what to do. How do I know I'm gonna be hungry at that time? What if I'm hungry like earlier or later?
Eat a snack. Make a plan.
No. I don't want to do it. I want to do something else.
So back to this tiny.
All right. Okay. See, you see what I'm saying? I get.
Yeah, as I said, I've done this before.
Whatever. So, okay. So I didn't ask him for a dick pic, and then we go back to his house or whatever, and then he's kind of like DJing with his like awful music, and I was already like cringe, throwing up, and then like his like annoying dog. I like dogs, by the way, but his dog was like, his dog was like pulling my hair, and I was like, bro, that was probably like a sign that don't touch the hair, okay? He's cute and stuff, but like I love animals. He was whatever. Anyways, then down to the get down, take out like okay, he has a heart on, take off his pants, and I'm like, okay. So do you want to walk me out or should I walk myself out? And he was like, what? I was like, I honestly didn't say anything because it's like I have a big personality. How dare you come at me with a small dick? And then, okay, so fast forward to like 2 years later, and I meet the group of friends that I'm friends with now. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. And then one of them invited me, oh, there's a barbecue today. Do you want to come? Like before we go out to him? I'm like, sure. Who is it? And she's like, oh, it's this guy. He's a DJ. I'm like, wait, what's his name? And she says like, she's like, oh, his Instagram's name is this. I was like, yo, okay, so am I on speaker? And she's like, yeah, but it's only me and like this other girl. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, so remember that story I told you, the guy with the small dick, like, do you want to walk me out or should I walk myself out? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, that is that guy. She was like, oh my God, no way. And she was like, oh my God, that's so sad. He's so nice. I'm like, that's fine. He was very nice or whatever. I don't want to fuck him though. Just because you're nice. I'm like, and she's like, that's kind of sad. Like, you didn't like, just want to give him a chance. I'm giving him a chance for what? She's like, just like, try it. I'm like, no, because I've never not one day in my life woke up and thought to myself like, I think like today I want to try a small dick, like just for fun. Because why would I fuck a small dick? Like I could fuck a big ass dick. What do you do when you like suck a small dick? It's just like, it's like not
tongue the balls. I don't know. Having never sucked a dick in my life, I could not tell you.
I just want to like choke on it. And also when I'm riding on, I feel in my soul. I like dick I can feel in my soul. That's bigger than my personality. Is that too much to ask?
I mean, it depends if you're happy or not.
Yeah, I'm happy when I like black out and like feel it in my soul.
Right?
Yeah.
So the pursuit of life should be the pursuit of happiness. So do what makes you fucking happy.
Do whatever feeds your soul. I know my friends think that like perhaps I need to like lower my standards because I ask for too much all around. I'm like, no, because if they don't have all those things, I don't want it. It's fine. You gotta date me better than I date myself. I date myself pretty good.
So what do you do on dates if you don't go on meals?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so happy you asked that actually. So I can't tell you how much I hate like birthday dinners. I'm like, I don't want to stand ungrateful because I'm like, oh, it's so nice you guys thought of me or whatever. But it honestly is so stressful because you go to like Mastros or whatever. If people aren't there, you can't sit down. Now we're all waiting outside and then you lost your table and now you got to pay the host. It's like,
so I got to ask, how many times is it you being late that you lost the table over?
Honestly, you'd be surprised that most of the time it's not because of me.
I would be surprised.
Yeah, but it actually usually is like I'm like a little bit late, but not like super late to where it's like the entire group is waiting and they can't stay because of you. You know, that's that. There's like cute late and then there's like ugly late. That's ugly late. You don't want to be ugly.
I agree.
You don't want to be ugly. So anyways, but like one thing about me is I do like solo date nights. I'm like known for that solo date nights. Like once a month I take myself out on a date.
Where you go?
Like usually like an event or something, like a concert or like a rave. I love going to things by myself. I'm like the funnest person I've ever dated. I hate to say it, but I like, because, you know, you got to date yourself. Because if you're not fun to date, who else would want to date you? You know, I'm dope as fuck. I date myself. So I take myself shopping, buy some cute new boots, a new outfit or whatever. And then obviously I get like VIP or like the best ticket to whatever concert. Order Uber Black. By myself to the back car. I take myself on a real nice date. I don't know. You gotta spoil yourself once in a while, or just like take a trip to like some concert or whatever. I don't know. I love like the music scene, you know. So I'll take myself on that type of date. And I don't say no to myself. If I see something that's really nice and it's like, you know, you gotta splurge once in a while. Like, yeah, baby, you deserve it.
What was the last one you took yourself to?
What was my last solo date night? I've had a lot recently. What was the last one I did? I can't remember because I've gotten to so many music things recently. Oh, maybe the last one was, do you know who DJ Diesel is?
Not a clue.
Do you know who Shaquille O'Neal is?
Shaquille, yes.
Okay, did you know that he DJs dubstep? He's a really great DJ. So I took myself on a solo date night to see him at the Palladium, and that was pretty cute. That was like a quick one, or that was like a little quickie or whatever. Yeah. The next one I probably will take myself on is like Escape, which is like the rave on Halloween. I love going to events by myself. Because also, do you ever go to raves?
It has been a very long time. And it was in my youth. Oh.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 41. I'm an old man.
Not really.
Okay. I tell my body that when I wake up every day.
Okay.
I'm an old fuck.
It's a state of mind or whatever.
Oh, no. I'm still out here drinking shit.
Cheers. Okay, wait, when's the last time?
Oh, it's got to be like fucking 20 years ago. At least EDM's not really my scene.
That's fine.
I have once, you know, in my youth, foolishly followed a girl I wanted to fuck to a rave or two. As a grown-ass man, I don't go to music I don't want to hear.
Oh my God.
Pseudo pussy.
Okay, wow. I'm so glad you said that because like this is literally why I go to events by myself. Because number one, I hate people like, how much longer do you need to get ready? No, I don't want you asking me that. I want to take my time and I will always like go without me. If I go to the group of friends, like, no, we're going to wait for you. I'm like, please do not wait for me. I don't want you to wait for me because it's actually pissing me off more. Just go. I'll see you guys after.
You just don't want the pressure of
getting ready. And that's number one. Number two, when we're there, it's like, especially if it's a big group, it's like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, okay, she needs to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, great. Go to the bathroom.
Right? Do you need a hall pass?
Is this
like,
kindergarten?
Right.
Is it buddy system? Why do we all need to mob out to the bathroom together? And then not only that, it's like, I want to see a certain artist. Someone else like, oh, I'm dying to see this artist. I'm like, okay, great. So I have to be miserable with you in order to compensate for your terrible taste in music? Like, I hate it. I don't care if you need to use the restroom. I don't care if you want to see a certain artist. It's totally fine. Whatever. I feel like people should experience festivals the way they want to experience it.
Oh, I agree. People should.
I don't need to do that with you because that's not my journey.
I agree.
So when I go by myself, I'm like, oh, I want to see this. I just walk around by myself and
festivals, travel, like it's should be like that. Like I've gone out of country with friends and they're just like, oh, I want to go back to the hotel. I'm like, cool, I'll catch up with you later then. Like go back to the hotel. Like,
Yeah, exactly. But being a girl, and people that are new friends, like, oh my God, are you gonna be okay? I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be thriving. I promise you. And then when I'm by myself, like dancing by myself or whatever, people that are with their group of friends are like, oh my gosh, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm great. Why? Like, did you lose your rave family? I'm like, yeah, on purpose. Like 100%. Like I'm like living my best life right now. But that's what I tell them, like, I love you guys. I will see you guys back at the camp or the house or whatever.
it's like, I'm a fully functioning adult. I managed to make it to this rave. I'll make it out of here.
Yeah. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been raving since I was 15.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What was your first rave experience?
Oh, my first rave was I was 15 and it was EDC when it used to be in LA. Now it's not in LA anymore. Now it's in Vegas. But yeah, it used to be all ages. That was my first one and I never stopped. It's funny when people are like, oh my God, I've been partying for 3 days or 2 days. I'm so tired. Like, that's crazy. I've been partying since I was 15 and I never stopped. My whole life is a bender. Unless I have a scene the next day, then I'm not partying.
That's right. Management and agents and publicists. No partying before the night before a scene.
The night before a scene, I don't. And that's the truth because I take my job seriously and I love my job. Oh, I'm a porn star. Did you guys know that? Like, does this girl just party all the fucking time? Yes. But I'm also a porn star.
I think it's partier than porn star in the priority order.
No. Can you just be both in one equally?
Methinks you party more than porn.
Well, I would do porn every day if book me, I'm available and I'm local. Like,
Well, why aren't you doing solo shit every day?
I do for my OnlyFans. Shameless plug.
Make that money, shit.
Make that shmoney. Yeah, I mean, I think you could do both because why not?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the reason to get into fucking porn.
But also, okay, I think people hear that and they're like, oh, wow, you're just like a piece of shit all the time. I'm like, no, dude. Okay, listen.
Samantha, even if you are a piece of shit all the time, who cares?
Okay, but I'm not, though.
But who cares?
Okay, but who cares? Who cares? But this is what I say.
Like, dude, are you living for their fucking judgment? Who cares?
Never.
Then why do you justify if you've been a piece of shit all the time or not?
Okay, because this is what I recommend to people because this is how I've been. Do you know how old I am?
I do not. I hope 21.
Can they hear me?
Yes, they can hear you.
Okay, never mind. Anyways.
Please confirm you're at least 21.
100%.
Okay, because I'm giving you alcohol.
Yes, 100%. But like, anyways.
Kidding. We got bunny ears before she got on.
So I feel like I've been able to party for this many years because life's all about balance. It's like, okay, I know this isn't a beer, you guys. This is it's like sparkling water. But usually I chase it with like regular water at the barbecue. Was it you or someone else was like, do you want like pineapple juice or something? I'm like, no. Someone said that and I was like, no. Maybe it was Russ or he was like, oh, for a chaser. I'm like, no. Chase it with water. Like, okay. I'm like, half party, half healthy. Everything's all about balance. Tequila, water. You can't be a piece of shit 100% of the time. That's how you party for so many years. That's how come like it becomes a lifestyle, but like in a healthy way.
Well, I know.
Party at night, wake up, go to the gym, balance it out.
That's my Tapo Chico, so I understand.
Thank you. Appreciate you. You should sponsor us.
I wish. Shit.
I feel like Patron should sponsor me. Honestly, because when I used to be a cam girl, it's like, I would be like, cheers all the time, drink it straight out the bottle. And new fans would be like, oh, wow, so ladylike. I'm like, I know, right?
I know. Spend those tokens.
Spend those tokens.
Do you ever miss scamming?
I'm going to go back to it very soon.
Why?
I love it. I do love it. Because I'm like, I mean, sometimes I just chilling by myself in my room anyways. Might as well hang out with you guys.
Fair enough.
I do love camming. And plus, I don't know, I would take camming very seriously. I would have like theme nights when I would do many vids live takeovers. My craziest one is when I decided this. I'll never do it again, by the way. So if you've seen it, you're lucky. I'll never do it again. I decided to do a foam show in my room. And I got like an inflatable pool and like, I take it seriously. Like, I'll show you the video, but I like deck out my entire room. I take my themes and everything very seriously. I bought a foam machine and like filled the ball pit with like balls so they look like bubbles that were like with LED lights in them. I take it so seriously that when I I unplugged in and replugged in the what do you call it? The machine. I electrocuted myself.
That's probably not good.
I honestly didn't realize how this might sound dumb, but I didn't realize how wet it was gonna be. I don't know what I thought, but I kind of thought the bubbles were gonna just like disappear. But it was like so wet. I was cold. I had goose pimples the whole time.
Samantha, it is not a female ejaculation. It doesn't just evaporate.
No, I kind of low-key thought it did. I know that sounds dumb, but I didn't realize how like soapy and wet it was going to be. So I'll never do it again. But it was like super cute or whatever because it was like Many Vid's live takeover. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go all out or whatever. I was scrubbing off like layers of like this soap off of my furniture and my wood floors for like 2 weeks.
Once again, you should pay someone to do that.
I know I need like a boyfriend that would do that for me.
You have such high demands for boy.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I want him to be tech savvy with a big dick and clean up after me.
Not clean up after me, but just like
I just sounded like clean up after me.
Maybe not. I'll like help clean up or whatever. Not that, like more of like the techie shit. Okay, you want to know what my ideal, like, I don't know. I am a little picky. Maybe I'm a little demanding.
Yeah.
Okay, but everyone's like, oh, what's your... Wait, can you hear me? Did I unplug my earmuffs?
No, you did not.
Okay, great. Okay, everyone's like, oh yeah, what's your type? I'm like, you want to know what my type is? Mid looks, big dick, funny, and super nasty, and can keep up with me in bed and partying. Is that a lot to ask for?
It's a fair amount. It's a fair amount.
But honestly, the mid looks is like, that's, you know, so... If you dated me, don't be gassed because I don't like hot guys ever. I hate hot guys. I like guys that look very mid, regular ass looking guys. Sometimes when I feel like guys start dating me, they start getting this ego. I'm like, listen, don't be thinking you're this fine ass guy. I do not like hot guys ever.
Yeah, but
ever.
But the thing about it is, once you start dating them, it puts a shine on them, so they get like, oh yeah.
Oh, they start feeling like there's somebody. Or I was like, listen, that is me, not you. Don't be thinking that, okay? And then,
but the thing about it is, the psychology of it is, when other women see him with you, they're like, oh shit, he's got to have something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when we break up or whatever, delete those pictures. They're using as advertising. Fuck you. Fuck you. But don't be getting gassed, like thinking that you're so hot because you're mid. Every guy that's mid. I
mean, you're fucking them up for life because now their standards are going to be too high because they'll be like,
yeah, you guys are fucked. It's like Samantha Lexi. Let's call it Samantha Lexi curse. You're fucked right for the rest of your life.
Well, because it's like, oh shit, I can do better. Like, look at who I was dating.
You're welcome.
Hey, it's okay. As an average looking dude who punches above his weight class at times, I know that curse. Like, there's definitely been times where it's just like, I've seen girls like swipe right on me on like fucking dating apps. Like, not in this lifetime, girl. Like, you think I'm obtainable? Fuck you.
I like hate hot guy. Like, I've like never dated a hot guy ever in my entire life.
Why not?
It just like they give like ick to me. Like, I don't know. I've never met a hot guy with a great personality. I hate to be like, oh yeah, I like personality, but it's like I'm a sucker for funny. Okay, so one time, it's like rare that I open my DM. Sometimes I just read my DM request for fun so I can laugh and screenshot and post on my close friends. So if you send me some dumbass shit in my DMs request, I'm sending it to all my friends so we could laugh. But one time he's like a YouTuber or whatever. He's like a following, so then I'm like, okay, so you're just not like a troll or whatever, like let me look into. But the things that he said to me was like pretty funny. And then I like decided to like meet up with him, and I was telling one of my homegirls that I've known for like a long time, and she was like, you don't really do that. You don't like online date or things like that. Like what? And I was like, okay. He was like replying to my stories and saying some like really funny shit. She's like, you're such a fucking sucker for funny. You're such a sucker for funny. And then he sent me a dick pic and it was done deal. I was like, that's it. That's it.
See, he should, if he's a fucking YouTuber, he should learn how to Photoshop.
I mean, he did have a nice dick or whatever like that, but
oh, it was done that way. I thought it was done like out.
No, he did have a nice dick, but it was like people in my DMs, it's usually like, hey, or something. I'm like, you really haven't replied to that? That's crazy. But whatever he was saying was funny. I'm a sucker for funny. Funny, mid looks, whatever. But hot guys never really have anything interesting to say. I feel like they're just so used to being like so hot that they think they could just do this. And I'm like, I don't know. I throw up and die. And then also, what I was saying to my friend the other day? I was like, you know what's so crazy? Is that like, I'm like a cute girl, right? Like, right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like pretty cool. I'm like,
I don't think you need confirmation from me on that.
I'm like, right? I'm like, am I wrong? I don't know.
You are a cute girl, yes.
I'm like, then I started feeling a little insecure. So I'm like, wait,
I'll go on record. I'll go on camera. I'll say it.
Because
you're a cute girl.
Okay, thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you for confirming on that.
You're welcome.
Because I was questioning for a second because I heard him and my other homie, most of my friends are guys, but I heard them talking about like their fucking roster of girls. And I was like, okay, yes, I love that for you guys. You guys are killing it. But then I started thinking like, why don't I have a roster?
Because you're looking for giant penises.
That's fine. I have like one or whatever. Like, but I'm like, how come I don't have like a whole ass roster?
Because
like,
you're looking for giant penises.
Why? And they were like, I mean, honestly, they're like, it's obviously not because you're not cute or whatever and you're dope as fuck. But they're like, you honestly don't give people the time of day when we go out. I was like, oh, really? And they're like, okay, this is what you do when we go out. Okay, I don't have my phone. Sorry, can you hear me?
I can.
I have my phone on me, but I have my QR code that goes to all my links or whatever, like on my wallpaper on my phone, like in the lock screen of my phone. And if I'm talking to my friends and someone comes up to me and I instantly look, I feel like most of like guys are so cheesy and whatever the fuck they say, if in the first 3 words they didn't catch my attention, and especially if they interrupt me talking to my friends, like, how rude are you? Like, I'm talking to my friends and you're interrupting with that. Like, not even like, oh, can I buy you a shot? No, like, with whatever. I don't care what you have. I literally, this is what I do. I'm like, take out my phone, QR code. And then I turn around, continue talking to my friends. And then they do scan the QR code.
Have any of them slid into your DMs or like become OnlyFans members? Or
yeah. This is exactly why I do it, because it's like, I'm looking at you like, wow, you are so lame. I'm not even listening to you anymore. I'm just like, how lame you are is just like swallowing to me. And I'm so just like disgusted because you interrupted me and you're so rude. And I literally do this and I with my back to them and they do go on their phone and click. And that's how you get more fans. I'm just kidding. But I'm like,
I guess I'm going to just start doing that with the podcast.
But I'm like, I'm not going to date you, but you can be my fan. And then you might be just as happy because you'll still bust a nut either way. You're welcome.
Right. Hell, dating you or going on a date with you may not result in you busting a nut, as the previous story said.
Well, if you have a nice dick, usually, yeah, I do. I do screenings before. People usually, when they like are talking to a guy online or whatever, they look up background checks to see if like they've been to jail or whatever.
Well, that's a wise move in the modern era.
Yeah, you should probably do that. But like, I'm like, can I get a dick pic? I don't get, people are like, oh my God, you do that? Like,
but what if people say no?
Then that automatically tells me that you have a micro dick.
See,
because why?
Oh no, I'm not ashamed to show my dick to anybody.
That's what I'm saying. So people with a nice dick are not ashamed. If they don't want to send it,
here's the thing.
That tells me
I don't send dick pics because I know if it's on the internet, it's there forever.
Well,
just policy. I'll happily show it to someone in person.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. There it is. But
yeah, I'm real busy, so it's like I need to see that dick pic. And if you don't send it to me, and if they're like, "Oh, goes against my morals" or whatever, I'm like, you know what? Also goes against my morals is writing a small dick. It's not gonna work for me.
Fair enough.
I mean, is that bad?
Well,
does that mean I'm a size queen?
Oh, definitely.
I'm just kidding. Oh my God, I went on Reddit for the first time and like searched my name, and I was on this list that was like verified porn star size queens. I guess I said that before. Like, she prefers 9 to 12 inches. Okay, can you guys edit that? Because, like, for, like, everyday dick, 9 to 11, 12 is, like, dabble with it, like, on the weekends or on vacation. 9 is, like, most girls' vacation dick. 12 is, like, my vacation dick.
I know plenty of girls that, like, 9 is a no.
Like, it's too small?
No, too big.
That's so weird to me.
Some girls are not into having their cervix bruised.
I know, it's so funny. People are like, you're so small. Like, where does it go? I'm like, I don't know, probably like back through my throat. I'm going to black out. I think I do black out, so I don't know where it goes.
Little do you know, he's just getting the tip in. Like, in reality, you have just a tiny pussy and he's just getting that massive, just the fucking tip in.
No, one time I was fucking this guy and he was like, damn, I really felt like I was fucking you. And then you were just like, he's like, I felt like you had like mid reaction, and then I fucked you harder, and then he was like, Then I started feeling like, oh my God, am I fucking through her? Like, is going to the other side. I'm like, yeah, I want to black out. I love it. This way?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Test, 1, 2, 3. The sound is important.
It is. It's a podcast.
Oh, yeah. Do you like snacks?
I do.
Are you a snack person or a meal person?
I'm both.
Really?
I'm fat. I didn't get fat by not eating.
Okay. I'm a fat girl at heart.
Fat girl that wants a fat dick, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I fucks with snacks.
Oh my God,
And
I love snacks. Because some people don't. Okay,
Me and Samantha did not offer me a single one of her snacks.
No, because I only have like 2 of these packets, and these are like kids' packets.
Didn't even offer me a single fucking fruit snack. Not one. Oh, no. I'm not taking your pity snack now.
All right, fine. There's like 3. Have it.
I'm not having your pity snack now.
He doesn't want the pity snack.
I don't want your pity snack. If I have to be like, yo, on the internet, she didn't offer me a fruit snack. And then she's like, oh, now that you're calling me out on the internet about it, I'll
Okay,
give
fine.
you
Okay, you guys, I'm going to be honest. It was hair washing day, and it took like a few hours or whatever like that, and I had to do my makeup and stuff because better late than ugly. But I'm like kind of hungry. So like, but this is his house. I'm sure he has lots of snacks here. He has Cheez-Its right there.
I do.
He has a lot of snacks. You can't eat that on camera though because you hear the crunch.
This is also accurate. I also ate like right before you showed up.
Okay, can we talk about something?
I thought we were.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll bring more next time, but like these are like little baby ones, and like I'll bring more next time, but I'm like really hungry.
Oh, I think there's gonna be a next time after not offering me fruit snacks?
Okay, I'll take you to Berries and so you can try the lobster pizza because that's my favorite.
Oh, whoa.
Berries after?
Whoa.
Din.
Whoa. You're trying to take me to,
Eating meeting?
Eating meeting?
Well, only if you're hungry after.
Maybe.
Okay, so eating meeting is when it's like, okay, so what month are we in? October?
Last I checked.
Huh?
Yes, we're in October.
Oh, okay. Like, it'd be like, oh, okay, our friend's birthday is on November 19th. My birthday is on November 19th. We're going to go to STK at 7 p.m. on that day and whatever. That is an eating meeting because, like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing that day. I don't know if I'm going to be hungry at that time. What if, like, I was on that bender and then my breakfast was at, like, 8 p.m.? I don't know.
You show up and you get cocktails.
Well, honestly, I do anyways because, like, I don't eat red meat and all I eat those sweet.
You don't eat red meat. What's wrong with you?
It makes me sick.
You got to eat more of it.
I eat 0 calorie meat like some dick. Like some big dick.
Like, I'll just get the protein through the semen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so him and I were at this barbecue over the weekend or whatever. And then do you guys know Rossar? Anyways, I have this house right now because I have my hair crumper there and I had to do my hair to be cute for you guys or whatever. But I had to take a shot because it's like a drinking podcast, right? So it was only on brand for me to take a shot before I got here, which is probably why I got a little bit lost. I'm just kidding. But anyway,
she definitely got lost.
I got lost. Okay, but it was a little confusing. Okay, I switched the numbers, but it was common. It happened before. Okay, anyways, I took a shot.
I'm just giving you a little shit. Just a little.
Okay, whatever. It's happened before. It's common. It didn't happen just to me. Anyways, I grabbed a shot glass. I never seen it at his house before, and it said "Good girl swallow." That's cute, right?
That should be on a shirt.
Great. Anyways, what were we talking about? Now I forgot.
Oh, we were talking about going to Berries and feeding me lobster pizza. I'm so confused by you trying to take me out for a meal.
Well, only if you're hungry. So eating meeting is when you plan it like way before.
Oh, okay. So when it's impromptu, it's fine.
Yes, because that's not like a meeting. Like a meeting is like obligatory. You care about your friends. So it's like obligation.
Wait, you only care about your friends when it's scheduled?
Okay, but it's just like, okay, you have to go and it's like stressful. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's like stressful and I hate it. I hate it so much.
All right.
Okay, but what I wanted to talk to you about was
Continue.
So wait, why did you look at me like wait, can you guys see him? They can see you too, right?
There's a camera right there.
You have 2 cameras? Which one's better?
They're the exact same camera.
Does mine have like a filter on it so like prettier? I want to look prettier.
You definitely look prettier than me.
Okay, good, thank God.
Like, I don't think anyone's coming to this podcast for me to be the prettier one.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure I'm the prettier one.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, great.
Hey, don't feel bad. I did shower for you, so.
I mean, you didn't have to do all that.
I wanted to.
You're really far from me, so I can't smell. It's not like you're.
I showered. You shouldn't be able to smell me.
Okay.
That's the point of the shower.
Matt, you know I have ADHD. I'm not going to remember what the fuck I was talking about.
You had something you wanted to ask me.
Fuck a duck. Fuck a fucking
You want me to fuck a duck? That's a weird request.
Fuck a duck. What is this animal? Is it a chipmunk?
I think so.
When's it Alvin? Alvin? Is it Alvin?
No, definitely not. Alvin's quite trademarked.
Oh.
So what did you want to ask?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So like one of the clips from, I don't know where I seen it, maybe on Instagram or I don't know, something came up where you interviewed someone and you guys were talking about like period sex.
Mm-hmm.
What did you ask her? Like, do you like period sex or what? Do you remember? Or have you asked them?
It's definitely come up multiple times. I've been on record multiple times saying like, I have zero problems going down on people on their period.
Right.
Yeah.
High five.
I believe if depending on the clip you saw,
Red wings are hot. I'm like, if you got red wings, come talk to me. If you got big dick. Just kidding.
I believe if it's the clip I'm thinking of, I may have even said that I'd pull a clot out of my beard if I had to.
Oh, I did not see that one. Oh my God. Wait, what?
Well, yeah, when you're going down on someone, if there happens to be a clot that gets stuck in the beard, shit happens.
Fuck it. It is
Right.
what it is. Okay, because honestly, so this is the thing. So I don't date often. Date means like I go outside with you. Whatever it is. Whatever the scenario is or whatever like that. It's like kind of a test if I'm like, we have plans to like, oh yeah, I'm going to see you tonight or whatever. I'm like, oh babe, yeah, I'm on my period. If this is like the first time I'm on my period, like knowing you. And it's like, oh, okay, like it's okay. Like I'll just see you like another time. Like, oh, it's okay. We can just watch movies or whatever. It's like, failed.
Bro, they invented towels for a reason.
I'm just saying, especially if we're in a hotel, fucking create that crime scene. What the fuck? And if
you better tip housekeeping if you're going to create.
Okay, fine, whatever. Do what you got to do. But I'm sorry, there's ways around it. What's the problem? It's a test though, because I kind of act like, oh, but I'm on my period. That's a test. I don't care if you got a big dick, 12 inches. What do you got to say about that? Because if they're like, oh, we can just like, oh, cuddle and watch movies. I'm like, oh, okay. I won't be showing up. Because you're a fucking bitch. You're scared of my period blood. It's very weird.
Yeah, I agree.
It's very weird.
My mattress is permanently stained from one of my ex-girlfriends.
Okay,
Whoops.
so fine. Have like a Scotch Guard mattress. That's one thing. If you don't have that, you don't know how to make me squirt. So that's another problem in itself.
Oh no, it's just like, the stain's there.
And it is what it is. Who fucking cares? You fucking little bitch. Suck it up. I'm on my period. Who cares?
Right. And you're supposed to be more sensitive while you're on your period.
No, I'm more horny on my period.
Well, that's part of it.
You better fuck the shit out of me. That's one thing. So it's like if they say that, I'm like, oh, you're scared of my period? That was a test. You failed it. You failed it.
How many tests are you laying for these dudes?
Well, that's a basic one. Is it not? You're not going to fuck me on my period?
I mean, I don't have that problem, so
It's very weird because I've heard that so many times. I'm like, yeah, so that's not going to work for me. Because you want to know what? Because there is other guys that will like, I don't give a fuck and fucking go down on me. Oh, that's so cute. That's your first time earning your red wings. Little cherry angel. You're so cute.
Oh, I definitely have girls like who are like trying to cancel plans. Like, I'm on my period. I'm like, cool, come by. Like, but that's gross. I'm like, I don't.
Doesn't it? Anything but a sentence, baby.
I don't give a fuck.
Nothing but a sentence. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
hell, I'm even hosting, so it's my mess to clean up.
Oh, I love the. Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Samantha. My dick is not big enough for you. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is that's just like, I'm like, when I hear, okay, so I've heard girls saying like, yeah, my boyfriend will never fuck me on my period. I'm like, your boyfriend who you are planning to marry soon is disgusted by your period? This is what?
Oh, he's probably on the same weak shit of like, babe, can you get me tampons? And they like won't do it. Like, dudes.
Are you okay?
If your woman ever asks you to get tampons, go get the shit. Because what are you embarrassed about? That you have a woman at home that trusts you enough with her menstrual cycle to get her thing?
I'm so stressed thinking about this because there is actually guys like this. You're not a guy. You're a little bitch.
Like, what is there to be embarrassed about?
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, it's very weird. You're scared that fuck your girl on her period, in the shower, on a towel, even if it's right on your bed. Who gives a fuck? Get messy. Let's get messy. Who fucking cares? Especially if you're in a hotel. Let's create a crime scene. Let's have fun.
Exactly. As I have,
This one time,
we got a story. We got a story.
this one time, it's like I think about it often. Do you ever like have flashbacks of like a sexual moment and you like let out a sound and you forget where the fuck you are for a second? Everyone's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Sorry, flashback."
What was that moment?
This moment was I fucked this guy. So we started hooking up or whatever, but we're like in Airbnb and everyone in the house started waking up. So we're like, "Ah, fuck." So throughout the day, we're just texting each other all this nasty shit. And then towards the end of the day, everyone went out to smoke or whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm like, go upstairs, fuck." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on my period." And he's like, "I don't give a fuck." And he just fucked the shit out of me in the shower. But I was like, not like, "Oh, I'm like on a cute period. Like it's like about to end. Like it's like on the last day." It was like, "Oh, it's so gross." My period. And he did not give a fuck. And I was like, he was fucking me in the shower. And he has a nice little 10-inch or whatever like that. Something like that. But he was just like making me squirt. I like could not stop coming all over his dick, like over and over. Like after he made me come, I was like, "I'm so sorry, I'm coming." I was like, started coming all over his, like, and then he made me squirt, and it was like squirting blood everywhere. And the shower curtains were, it literally looked like, I'm like, am I on Dexter? Am I on the set of Dexter? It was so much blood. It was so much blood. It was, it was so hot about that. He did not give a fuck. He was like, "That was hot." He was so hot. He's like, "It was so hot." He's like, I literally came like 50 times on his dick and he did not care. I was like, whew. I think about it till this day. I think I just nutted right now.
Good thing the leather chairs. It's cool.
I need a second. Hold on. I'm just kidding.
See, you're probably like 5 pounds lighter after all that, from all the blood loss. Oh no, I'm on record, and I will continue to be on record. Nothing makes me feel like more than a man than being covered from gut to fucking thigh in my partner's blood.
That's hot.
Right, it's hot as shit. Like I did that.
And then if they're like, "I've never ate it," I'm like, "Oh, I'm my period." Like, "I don't give a fuck. I'll eat you out right now." I'm like, "Okay, sick." Or then your Red Wings, like, "I've never done that before." I'm like, "Oh, my little vampire is so cute." "Oh, so cute. We love you." And then suck your dick on. I'm like, "That's hot." I think what's hot about it to me is that like you're so nasty you'll drink all my fluids. I think that's like the same thing about like drinking my piss. I think it's not that I want you to drink my piss, it's that like you're down to do it because it's like, "Oh yeah, they're your fluids," and I'll drink it all. I'm like, "That's hot." Have you ever done that?
No, I have not.
Has anyone ever asked you to do it?
No, the closest I've gotten is I've had some people.
I'm getting hot and bothered now because I'm thinking that. I'm thinking about that crime scene experience. I'm like,
Samantha, are you on your period right now?
no, I'm not. But I was like thinking about it. I was like, oh my God. I literally like, I don't think I've ever came like 50 times in like with like 3 hours. I just kept coming and coming over his day. I was like, wow. And when I was squirting, I was like, it's like blood squirting everywhere. It's like season 5 Dexter. And he was like, that's how I was like.
But yes, to answer your question, no one has ever asked me to drink their piss.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you asked anyone else? Do girls drink your piss?
Never offered.
Piss on their face?
I think it's happened like once or twice. It's not like
because they wanted it or because you wanted it?
They wanted it.
They asked you to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know how. Like, can you give me a play-by-play?
I mean, it was just one of those.
Like a newer, a little bit, not super new, but like a little bit to me. I want to know.
It was a while ago. It was just, girl I was like hooking up with on a semi-regular, and we were getting some shower sex in, and she's just like fucking.
It's always in the shower. Yeah. The golden shower's in the shower.
Yeah. She's just like fucking pee on me. I'm like, all right. I mean,
she was on her knees. She was like sucking your dick, and then she was like,
yeah.
Were you like, "Oh, I have to pee," or was she just like, "Oh, pee on me"?
No, she was like, "Oh, pee on me."
I really want the whole play, like, because I'm like genuinely curious.
Yeah, no, it was on because I am never once in my well, that's a lie. I've once or twice in my life been like either inside someone or getting my dick sucked. Like, hold on, once I gotta pee. Because
and were they like piss in me or piss on me?
It was on. It was on.
Has anyone ever asked you to piss in them?
Nope. No one ever has.
Oh my God. Okay, we'll revisit that topic. But
okay, but there's only been a couple times in my life where I've stopped the action to go piss because it's one of those things where like if you have to pee as a.
So did you piss on her?
I did.
And how did you feel?
I was like, oh, this is cool. It wasn't.
Did she love it?
She seemed to.
Yeah. That's hot.
It's one of those things where like if you got to piss as a dude, you do need to get it out because it will make you fucking come faster if you need to pee.
Okay.
So it's
So it's kind of like the video that I showed you, like solo video I showed you before, where it's like nut and piss at the same time. That's hot. Maybe I want that.
Well, you can't nut and piss at the same time because it's different tubes and.
Okay, but whatever. But like perhaps like close together.
I don't know.
Kinda.
Maybe. I don't know if that's biologically possible, but it's one of those things where like if you need to urinate, it makes it so you pop faster.
Oh, okay.
So like want to stay in the game. Gonna go fucking piss real quick.
Okay, so one of my favorite porn stars that doesn't do like mainstream porn anymore, but I know she does like OnlyFans, is Elsa Jean.
Okay.
Like my favorite ever.
Why is Elsa your favorite?
I like want to be her, and I think because like we're like I follow her on Twitter and the stuff that she says, I'm like, yeah, I feel that she like wants to get nutted in all the time. I'm like, same. I'm like, I want to get nutted all day. And she's just like, I don't really want to have babies. So I want to get nutted. I'm like, yeah, I get it. And she's like, she's like, I date older guys because they're super fucking nasty. I'm like, right? I think they just like do not give a fuck. And like the older and the more square, they just get super nasty. And I feel like younger guys think like, oh yeah, that means like all these crazy positions that you see in all these porns, which is like cool or whatever. And it's like art. But what I know what she's talking about with nasty. It's like the way they like mind fuck you and the dirty shit they say to you. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking hot. Cause like I think her Instagram or Twitter name is like Elsa G fucks old men or something. Yeah, that's hot. I love you for that. And plus I love her because I just feel like when she did mainstream or whatever, when I watch her porn, like I'm subscribed to her OnlyFans. I'm obsessed with her. She's like just so cute. But when she's getting fucked with some big dick, I'm like, I believe you actually really like that. I like believable moans. Like this.
Yeah. Point the end towards your mouth.
Like that?
Yep.
Am I doing it right?
You are.
Is that good?
It is.
Do you like that?
I'd like to. I do like hearing you, yes.
Okay, but anyways, yeah, she's my favorite ever. She's my favorite ever, but one thing she says, she's like, I hope one day to meet someone nasty enough to like piss in me. I'm like, I could.
Now, like when you're pissing in someone, do you do it like a carnival game? Do you spread?
Dude, I don't fucking know because I've never experienced it, but I'm like, I feel like I get what she's saying because I feel like it's kind of like the same reason why girls like cream pies because it's like.
I mean, do you want someone to piss in your pussy or in your asshole?
She was saying pussy. I'm like, you know what? Maybe
I'm talking for you.
Yeah, I think in my pussy. I think that's the same reason why girls like cream pies because they feel the like,
Speaking of which, folks, we are mere days away till I can verify that I can cream pie people free of charge.
What?
So I had a vasectomy in July.
Wow, that's another requirement I have for my next boyfriend because I don't want the babies, but I want the cream pie.
But 3 months after the vasectomy, you have to send in a sample to verify that you have no swimmers.
Wow. I think honestly
10 days. I
don't think I'm very fertile.
Well, if I was smart, I've said this plenty of times too, I would have gotten a fertility test before I got the vasectomy because I've never had a pregnancy scare. I've definitely finished.
Same. Oh my God. I think we're meant to be best friends.
I've definitely finished in a bunch of people, but.
Oh, I get a bunch of people. I'm just kidding. No, but like I like cream pie is my favorite.
For the audio,
but also I'm not.
See how she's lighting up.
But also, I'm not like a fucking psycho bitch. I'm not fucking trying to trap people. I just like to get nutted in.
Hey, if it makes you happy.
But keep in mind I party a lot. And also spray and pray, baby. You gotta spray and pray. Pray. Moment of silence. Just kidding.
Moment of silence for all my dead babies.
And if not fetus deletus, I don't care. I'm not trying to trap you guys.
Well, at the end of the day, I have definitely finished inside some people that I would not want to be stuck with for the next lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people. I've definitely finished in some people who I don't even really know their name. So
yeah, fuck. Who cares what the fuck their name?
Well, yeah, but if you had stuck with a child with them, you kind of have to learn their name. Even if it's just when you see the birth certificate.
I just cringe when you said birth certificate. That like did something to my. It's like give me ick.
Not my problem. I can't have one.
Yeah, I don't want one of those.
Nah, it seems like a sucker's play.
Well, because that means I can't party. Like my life won't be a bender anymore. I don't think I like that.
No, that sounds like a horrible time.
That would be like someone like cursing you or something like that.
It's the worst curse. You get that curse through orgasm.
No. I think you gotta spray and pray. Spray and pray, that works. And then
I mean that's what was working for me for a long time. Then I decided to be responsible and get a vasectomy.
My next boyfriend's gotta get a vasectomy because I want all that nut up. I want all that nut up in these guts. All that nut up in these guts.
You can tell she's getting hot, folks. Like she's just rolling her sleeves up.
I'm like thinking about it. I'm just kidding. No, but really.
There's an hour left in the podcast. I will put money this.
No, but
I will put money this Samantha's topless by the end of the show.
I think there's a puddle on your chair. Do you have something you can wipe it with?
It's leather. It's fine.
Cream pies just does something to me. But like birth control, I don't know. Can't do it.
Not on birth control.
I don't prefer birth control. But also I'm not trying to trap you guys, so don't worry. I'm just not a fertile gal. Never had a scare. I'm a big party girl. Fetus, deletus, all the way. I have no problem with that. Because listen, if I had babies or whatever, you think I could fucking you think I could party 8 out of 7 days out of the week? You think I could do that?
Mean,
no.
Some people do though with kids, and that's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not like that. Even when I'm a dog mom, you got me fucked up. Did you know, fun fact, I started dancing in Vegas when my dog got sick because I'm a good dog mom. And my family is like, how much money are you spending? If you knew how much money I spent to keep my dog alive, you'd probably fucking throw up and die. But
it's not my money. I don't care.
I'm a good dog mom. Like,
how much did you spend?
Like more money I've ever spent in my entire life.
How much?
It's a lot. I won't say it.
Why not? What are you ashamed of trying to keep your dog alive?
No, it was a lot. Like I was like on top of that, I was gonna sell my Beamer in order to keep him alive. Like I love my dog.
See, that's sweet. Why are you ashamed of?
I'm not ashamed of it, but I just like don't want to say the number or whatever. But I love my dog. But that's the reason why. That's the reason why I started dancing, because it's like your child, you know. So I probably can't have a few more of those bad boys because I do whatever, and then I just be living this midlife while they're thriving. Right?
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No.
I want to be living my best life because I deserve it.
Right? There's too much more of the world I need to see. Be tied down with some children.
And the guy?
Well, I'm not going to be tied down by a guy. That's not how pregnancy works, Samantha.
How does it work?
Well, I honestly don't know. I've never gotten anyone pregnant.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to get pregnant. It just seems like I don't know. I feel like you got to be a little more responsible.
Ideally, if you bring another life into this world, you're responsible for it. I definitely know some trash parents.
I'm not going to be a trash parent.
Well, you're not going to be a parent is
right.
What I'm hearing.
I'm just saying, like, thinking about it, it's like people are like, oh, you don't ever want to have kids? I'm like, no, because I probably wouldn't be able to go to EDC next year. And I probably want to.
I mean, you can hire a sitter.
Yeah. But I don't want to be that mom that's like not a part, you know what I mean?
It's better to just not be a mom, right? I agree.
I just want to be a party girl. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you hear me shaming you for it?
It's fun. I just feel like your life should be fun because why not?
I agree. You only get one of them.
This is why I'm on a podcast drinking Patron.
It's true.
Do you like my shirt?
I like Selena.
Okay, good. I was testing you a little bit. Okay, one time. So people are like, what are your red flags with guys? One time I went to this guy's house. I wore this shirt, right? Or I have a few Selena shirts, like maybe like 3. And he goes, who's that on your shirt? And I was like, are you kidding me? But you know how like sometimes because it's like an oversized shirt or whatever, it'd be like this. And I was like this. I'm like, it's Selena. He's like, who's Selena? I was like, do you want to walk me out or should I walk myself out? That's like another red flag. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? It's okay. You don't have to know every EDM DJ or whatever like that. People like different.
Oh, no, I know 0. So
that's fine. That's totally fine. But it's like, you don't know who Selena is? Are you okay?
I take that back. I know who Deadmau5 is because he has a stupid fucking helmet.
A lot of them have a lot of dumb helmets, but whatever. I don't care about that. People like certain genres. But I'm like, you don't know who Selena is? Do you live under a fucking rock?
Hey, I'm old enough to remember behind the music, so.
It's just like, this is Selena. Anything for Selena. Right?
Cheers.
Where did my...
Did you lose a fruit snack?
No, not a fruit snack. It's a thingy.
The cork?
The little dildo mascot.
Oh, no.
You guys.
I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
No, I need him.
Samantha's disrupting the whole podcast.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, question. Do you have a passport?
Mm-hmm.
Where have you been?
Actually, I haven't really been anywhere recently.
Ever? Like,
in my life?
Yeah, in your life.
Never. Only in LA. I'm just kidding. No, I've been to the Philippines. I've been to London. When I was in high school, well, I got expelled from high school. And
we're getting back to that story in a second.
Oh boy. But then I did cosmetology school through ROP. Is that like an OC or LA thing? Do you know what ROP is?
I have no fucking idea.
Where'd you grow up?
Chicago.
Okay, no. So I think it's like, anyways, it's like a program, like if you finish all of your main classes that they require in high school, you could choose like cosmetology or something else and they pay for it and it becomes your like last class of the day and you actually go off campus to the other school.
In Chicago, they had something similar. I had work study. Like I left second half of the day to go like work a job.
It's
kind of like that.
Kind of like that, but it was like something that was like a trade, like cosmetology, or I can't even think of the other.
Well, I was working as a computer technician at the time.
Oh, that's hot.
So, like, part of the reason.
I just nutted when you said that. Computer technician, say it again.
Kicking my camera.
Computer.
She's fucking up my angle. She's so excited.
Did I?
That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I was working as a computer technician in high school. And I was allowed to leave like the second half of the day to go to work. So
it wasn't working. It was like, actually, it's funny because when I signed up for it, I kind of thought it was like, you know how you do home ec or whatever in high school and you do like a little class? I thought it was going to be like that. But it was off campus at an actual cosmetology college and you leave school and do that. So that's what I did. So I did hair since I was 60. I got my license and my diploma when I was 60. And now I went off on this tangent. I don't remember what we were talking about.
Oh, we were talking about travel. You're like, I've been.
Okay. So
I got expelled from school. Okay. Like that
I'm
was.
So glad you don't have ADHD because
I do. I just do this a lot, so I follow the conversation.
Oh my god, that's so great because I don't. I would not have told you where that came from. Okay, but anyways, so yeah, we got hired from the owner of my school to do hair at his salon in Newport Beach when I was 16, which was awesome. And then we went to London for like the biggest hair show in the world. And I was like a platform artist and was like teaching like a hair cutting class or whatever. So that was like probably like one of the coolest trips I went on. I've been to the Philippines a few times, but it was like whatever because it's like family shit. I don't really like my family. So that was like whatever.
Yeah, traveling with family hits different.
Like that's just not, it's like obligatory. It's like giving eating meeting vibes. And I don't like it, but longer.
But you got on a plane to do it.
Yeah, but like the London trip was sick because I was like 16 and I was like teaching class. So like, it was tight. That was like probably one of my best experiences.
So just London and the Philippines?
Yeah, I mean, I've gone to other. I should probably travel more. Okay, that was my goal for 2023 was instead of going to like local raves or like events that are like within this country, going to like Tomorrowland in Belgium or something.
Oh, that'd be dope.
More. Because I think traveling, it kind of sounds like exhausting to me a little bit because in my head when it's like, oh, we're going here, in my head I think we're like backpacking and waking up early and doing all this shit and it makes me want to throw up and die. But when you say we're going like Tomorrowland in Belgium, I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to that shit. So like, I feel like next year instead of going to, I'm not going to go to like slim to no local raves and go to stuff outside the country.
See, the way I travel, like we're on vacation. I wake up when I wake up.
Yeah.
I drink till I can't drink no more.
I don't like people that go vacation, even if it's like to Vegas or whatever, and you have a whole ass schedule. I'm like, I do not want to wake up at that time because once again, I don't like people telling me what to do.
No, I'm right there with you. I'm right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you're not going to get as much as I'm like, I don't care. Like, I will figure it out later. I'll find something to do later at night. There's no reason why I have to wake up at 6 a.m. to get ready to go somewhere at 8.
Oh, no. I'm probably, depending on where I'm at, coming home at 6 a.m.
Oh, wow. We're supposed to be friends. Ugh. We should come up with like a secret handshake or something.
Well, we can't do it on the podcast. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a secret.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
There are cameras and microphones recording everything.
Should we get lobster pizza after this?
Maybe, if I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, only if you're hungry. Because if you're not, then I would not do that to you. Because
Yeah, just I'm not. Well, don't worry. I'm not going to go out to watch you eat.
ew, that's weird.
That I wouldn't do that.
No, that's weird. If that people that do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So
Yeah.
don't worry.
What's your sign?
Aquarius?
I love Aquarians. What's your birthday?
February 9th.
Wow, I love Aquarians.
Okay.
You don't like astrology?
Oh, I do. I don't mind it.
I'm a Scorpio. Which is like Aquarians and Scorpios don't go together. Maybe it's like the moon or rising, whatever the fuck it is, because I have a lot of Aquarians in my life and I love the fuck out of them. So there must be something that
Or your parents lied to you when you were born.
you know, I wouldn't be surprised.
They just faked the documentation.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
So besides Belgium, where else do you want to go?
I want to go to anywhere where there's like I want to go like all over Europe where they have some sick ass music festivals all over Europe. That's where I want to go.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I want to go to anywhere where there's good music. I know because people want to go to certain places because they want to go sightseeing and all that shit, and that's cute or whatever like that. But like, I hate to say it, and maybe it doesn't make me sound as like interesting or whatever, but I don't care to do that shit. I'm like a dancing queen. I'll be dancing queen all night long, all week long. So I want to hear some good tunes.
See, I'm just here to go get weird with locals.
In other countries?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So that's great too.
I mean,
that's great too. But to go sightseeing because, oh, this building and this, that, I'm like, okay, it's awesome or whatever. But like, how long do we have to like stand here and look at it for, like, to be respectful? Because I don't want to stand here. Like, we've been, okay, I get it. It's beautiful. For how much longer do I have to stare at it for?
I have to admit, I've definitely gone to some museums while out of country, but some of that shit, like history, is fascinating.
Okay, it's awesome, but like I don't want to do that the whole time.
Well, obviously not. I also
does that make me sound so LA?
No, not at all. I'm right there with
way cooler than most people in LA. I'm just saying.
Because
they're like, oh yeah, typical. You want to go out and party and look at this.
I don't know. I was doing fucking mushrooms in Amsterdam in the fucking red light district too. So
that's it. You should do more. Are there commercials in this podcast?
There are. Why do you ask?
I'm a really fast peer.
Oh, you can go pee.
I can go pee. Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's allowed. Where's the bathroom? First door on the left. I can say it on mic. I'm not worried about people breaking in to use my bathroom.
Okay, I have to pee. Sorry, because like I drank like this and then.
Call us to me post work. Take the headphones off before you run away, though.
Oh, I was thinking.
Yeah, you were leaving with those on.
Oh, it sounds different.
Yeah, that is the point.
Wait, I have to pee.
Well, go pee. How was your pee?
Oh my gosh, honestly, it was like the longest pee ever. Felt great.
I know. I got to do 3 work emails while you're peeing.
Are you kidding me? No, you're not, huh?
I am kidding.
Oh, you are? Okay, great. No, because honestly, I was like, wow, when is it gonna end? I want to drink a lot. I was good with my water today, though.
So we were talking about travel, though, before you ran off.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. We don't have to. You're like,
no, I was like trying to hold it because I was like, oh my gosh, maybe it's like unprofessional.
No, just pee. It's a-okay. Like,
okay, great.
It's a pre-recorded show. I can definitely edit out that you went to pee.
Okay, great. But I wasn't trying to give you more work, so sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, traveling. Next year, traveling honestly does not motivate me unless it has to do with music.
Okay.
I'm like, if you look at like any, you know, how you go on, do you watch porn?
On occasion.
Do you know anything about porn?
I'd hope so.
I'm just kidding.
I'd hope so at this point.
I'm fucking with you.
I would fucking hope so at this point. Shit.
I'm fucking with you. Okay, so you know how like when you go on like say Reality Kings or whatever, and then you search my name or whoever's name, and it gives like a description. It's funny. I don't know where did they get this shit from. On every single one, it says like some variation of like you better have a big dick and you better be able to party with her all night because she wants. I was like. You're not wrong. Where'd you guys get that from?
Probably your agent.
But what? My agent doesn't know that.
How's your agent? I've known you for like 10 minutes. How? Everyone knows that.
Who? How did you know that though?
Because you said it within like 2 minutes of meeting me.
Okay, but I've never actually met my actual agent in person. But I'm like, how'd you guys know that? It's really weird.
Because it's pretty well advertised.
Is it?
I think so.
Without actually saying it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was being discreet.
You're acquiring dick pics. How are you being discreet?
Okay, fine.
How is that remotely discreet? Like, Do you have a separate QR code for them to email the dick pic into?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't just want random dick pics. So if I give you my QR code in the club, that means I'm very much not interested.
Right. So you should have a fucking...
But if I am interested, that means I gave you my number. So within they're like, oh, hi, how you doing? All this shit. I'm like, okay, look, I'm not trying to date you. You're not boyfriend material, I can already tell, but I might be trying to fuck you or whatever like that. Can you send me a dick pic? In so many words, not those exact words, but basically that's what I'm trying to say.
Why not just use those exact words?
I mean, probably along those lines or whatever. Whatever comes out at that time, it is what it is. But I feel like some girls that are like, that don't really be like, oh my God, but don't you feel like that's like, you know, you're not respecting yourself or whatever. I'm like, you know, what would be not respecting myself is like sucking a small dick that I don't want to suck. Or spending all night with him. Or I had an eating meeting with you. I got ready for a 7:30 p.m. eating meeting with you at Mastro's and put on like a conservative dress because that's what they require just to find out you have a small dick. I'm busy all the time.
So ridiculous.
Is it?
It's a little ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous.
Why?
I don't know. If you're completely compatible with the person, except for they don't have a giant hog.
All right, so listen. Wow, you could be such a sweet person and like we like align, like you, okay. You have great taste in music because if you have bad taste in music, nothing makes my pussy dry. If you say something, I'm like, and you like that artist, I'm like,
what are the red flags in the bad music?
There's not like genres, but there's like certain like artists where I'm just like,
what are the artists?
I don't want to badmouth certain artists.
If it fucking dries your pussy, you already did.
Okay, so listen, you know what? Actually, do you ever like? Have you ever been on dating sites or whatever?
Oh yeah, all the time. They're horrible.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. So first of all, that's a trick question because did you know I'm banned from every single dating?
Oh yeah, because they probably think you're catfishing.
How did you know? You just blew the lid off my top, Matt.
Because I'm not new.
I am, because I'm new.
Yeah, that happens to performers all the time.
Oh my God. Because I've told other performers that they're like, why does that happen to you? That, like, I'm a fucking weirdo.
It happens to performers all the time.
Oh my God, dude, I'm so grateful you told me that because I was kind of feeling like a little bit like insecure and kind of like a little bit like, what's wrong with me? Or like the universe is telling me like, oh yeah, no, bitch, no dick for you. Like, I don't know.
Dating sites are horrible anyways.
Whatever. Like, honestly, I don't even care about shit like that. But when quarantine came, I hit my sister like, yo, this is a struggle. What do I do? And they were like, honestly, in this day and age, dating apps, that's organic. I'm like, I don't like that shit. It's fucking weird. But they're like, you're not working. You can't go out anywhere. That's kind of your only option. That is organic in this time. And I was like, I take my sister's opinion very seriously. And I was like, hey, you know what? You're right. Signed up for Tinder. Paid for the best membership, whatever. I have 3,000 like right swipes or whatever. I'm like, all right, tight. It's like this is lit. 24 hours later, oh, you're banned. Or shadow banned. Why? Signed for Hinge, whatever. Every single dating app, people were reporting me saying like, oh, I was a catfish. I'm like, oh, you don't even know how hard you guys are blocking your blessings because you never even met me. I'm a catfish. And then when I emailed them, like, what is going on? Like, I never even met anyone in person. I didn't do anything that was like super sexual. It was like, oh, hey, like, whatever. And they were like, oh, people were reporting saying that you were a catfish. I'm like, how would they know that?
Because they're porn fans and like, oh, how is a porn performer on here?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I literally never do that. And it honestly pissed me off.
Yeah, but a lot of people do use fucking performers' pictures to try to catfish people.
Wow.
I feel so bad. I apologize to her. A friend of mine, I saw.
But I was like a cam girl at that time.
Well, I guess you were popular enough.
I mean, I had been nominated for awards or whatever, but I didn't think. But anyways, either way, it's like they never met me in person to confirm like, oh, yeah, that's not her.
Yeah, but you could still be running scams using your pictures.
So glad you told me that because honestly, it was really sad because I was like, sister, look what happened. And it was like, oh, our policies say that this and that. And I was like, this is like the 15th app. And it was like the universe is like, yeah, no dick for you, bitch. Sorry, move on.
Now the question is, did you ask any dudes for the dick pics over the apps?
I never even got to that point.
Oh, shit.
It would be within a 24... Okay, it would be within a 24-hour period where I'd be banned. and I'll show you my phone later, or whatever. But I have like a whole album of like every screenshot I send to my sister. Cause she's like, oh, what about Hinge? I'm like, look, block me within 24 hours. People are like, oh yeah, she's fake. I'm like, what? And it was like, I felt like it was the universe saying like, oh yeah, work on yourself, sis. No dick for you. I was like, poor me.
When is the last time you got laid in your personal life?
In my personal life recently.
Okay.
Quarantine was a struggle though.
Oh, so you had a dry spell in there?
Oh yeah. I was like fucking one of my friends and it was not good. It was not good.
Why was it not good?
I mean, he had a nice dick or whatever like that, but it was just a struggle. And
Elaborate. What happened?
I don't know. I'd give it. So I'm the type of girl, I feel like if you listen to my interviews before, similar to this, I always have Cialis in my purse. I always have in my car or my purse or something because I don't care if you have ED or whatever. But if you're gonna fuck me, I want you to fuck me. I want you to like really fuck me. And he can even do that. And I feel like, I don't know, it was like a struggle like that. So whenever, like when I would tell like our mutual friends about it, they're like, why do you keep like fucking them? I'm like, dude, this is it's been like how long was quarantine? Like a year and a half?
Year and a half, almost
it's like
2 years.
Eventually, it's like, dude, you need something. And then even if it was shitty, you just fucking do it. And at the end, I'm be like, I'm gonna hate myself. I hate myself because I gave you all this fire ass head for what? For some trash ass dick that you can't keep up. He had a beautiful penis. This beautiful penis, but
apparently it was for show, only for show. Womp womp.
If you can't keep it up, you might as well have a micro.
Right.
Sad.
I definitely fucked some people that are like was questionable during quarantine.
They were questionable.
Yeah, well,
personality wise.
Well, a couple of them personality wise. A couple of them was just like, oh, you were definitely not taking shit seriously if you're coming over here to fuck. I was being careful, and like, so it was like one.
But you were trying to date them?
No, definitely not.
Okay,
definitely not.
Yeah.
No, I was just like, oh, you want to come by and bang? All right, cool. And then after the fact, post nut clarity, like, oh shit, was this pussy worth dying over?
Oh, I see.
Shit.
I don't know if I would die for some dick if it was a nice.
Right. Well, and like,
it's okay. We all have our moments.
I mean, I obviously didn't die. In retrospect, it's fine. But didn't die. We're not doing this in hell.
Fuck that shit.
But in the moment, like I've told this story on air before, but shortly after hooking up, one of the chicks like hit me up like, I think I got COVID. I'm like, oh fuck. And her response was like, you knew the risk.
You're like, that's not the one I was thinking of, but you know what? That is the one I prefer of anything. That's the one I would prefer of anything. You want to know what's funny over COVID?
Oh, no. I would much rather get chlamydia or fucking something that's curable over COVID.
Really?
Yeah, take a fucking round of pills.
You want to know what's so fucking crazy? I know I was on set with someone recently and they were like, yo, you know what's, I guess it's crazy to other people. I didn't know it was like so uncommon. I've never gotten SC in my life, which is like,
well, good on
grace is the God.
Good on you.
It's like, but they were like, yo, this new strain of gonorrhea is coming out. It's crazy. I'm like, what? People like can't feel their limbs and stuff. I'm like, that's fucking insane. So I don't know if I'd rather have that over. I don't want to have either of them. I want to be healthy.
Well, as I've had chlamydia before, wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. Having COVID definitely sucked more.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want to have either on.
I mean, I don't really want either, but between the two, chlamydia was just uncomfortable.
Really?
72 to 96 hours of COVID was fucking miserable.
That's it? That's kind of short, though.
It was kind of short. Like, the chlamydia definitely lasted longer.
Yeah, but you were all right.
Oh, it's fine. Hell, for the first, like, week and a half of it, I just thought I had a urinary tract infection, and I was just down in cranberry juice.
Oh, do guys have to do that, too?
I mean, if you get it, I mean, we have urinary tracts. You can get a UTI.
I know. I thought the guys, like...
I mean, it's not nearly as common as it is with y'all, but we can get them.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, I was being a dumb dude. Like,
and you're like, damn, she was fine as fuck. I'm just kidding.
No, the girl who gave me chlamydia was a civilian I was fucking on the regular.
See, it's the villies. So when Twitter Spaces used to be popular, we would call civilians, you know how porn stars call like rave people civilians? They call them villies. Like, oh, it's the fucking villies that say that we're so dirty. No, you bitches are fucking dirty because you guys never get tested.
Oh, yeah. And the thing about it is, like, sorry, audience who's heard this story before. I wasn't even upset that she gave it to me because we were established non-monogamous. Like, I wasn't even mad about
non-monogamous.
Right.
Okay.
So I wasn't even mad about that.
Like, it's like, or not expected, but like, if it comes up, it's not Like,
I was, as I said, I wasn't even mad about that she gave it to me.
yeah.
I was mad that she took no ownership in the situation.
What?
Like, I'm like, because we had kind of stopped hanging out like shortly after that hookup. Part of it was scandalous behavior on my part, but
Okay, whatever. I don't care what the reason was, but not taking ownership, that says a lot more to me about your character than actually like passing it on. Because
well, and
like,
the thing is, when I pissed dirty, like I hadn't talked to her in a couple weeks. Like I hit her up, I'm like, and she didn't want to talk to me at first. Like I sent her a text like, "Yo, can you call me?"
okay, so if you get that call, you know what that call means. You know what that call means. If you get it, it's either if you're a girl. If that was a girl texting you, it's only one of the two things.
No. I texted her.
That's what I'm saying. So if that is the girl. If it was her texting you, it's one of two things. If you texted her, that's one of one things, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
not texting you back is very irresponsible.
Well, no, she was like, I'm like, "Yo, call me," and she's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Just call me."
But
So I get her on the horn. I'm like, "Yo, I pissed dirty. You need to go get yourself tested."
What'd she say?
She's like, "All right." She calls me back like a couple days later. She's like, "I came back clean. You obviously blacked out, drunk, and fucked somebody else."
Were you guys in love with each other?
Fuck no.
Stop it.
Fuck no. And the thing about it is I hadn't fucked anybody else. And she had even admitted that she had done a round of antibiotics for a lung infection. Like, that's how antibiotics work. They kill bacteria.
Heck, you fucking whore.
Well, no, and it's just like, oh, cool. Thank you for showing your true character. I'm done. Like,
yeah, that's everything I needed to know right there.
Right. Because if you had been like, oh, oops, my bad. I've been like, yep, shit happens.
100%. 100%. Like if I'm dating someone right now and I came up dirty or whatever, or they came up dirty and like, yo, this happened, and I got tested of like, yo, my bad. I wouldn't be like, oh, well, shit. You know what it is, but kind of. I mean, it's part of it. It's part of it. It's like, you know what I do for work. It's not like I'm being messy about it.
Right.
It will kind of eventually happen.
Right.
Like,
and you just, as long as you take ownership in the situation.
You got to keep it G. If you don't, that makes me question you as a person.
100%. There's a reason we call it a porno cold.
Mm-hmm.
A round of fucking pills. Whatever.
Yeah.
But you having some shame or not taking any fucking ownership in the situation like that. No.
Or denying it is weirder.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, and just they'll throw it back on me and be like, you obviously got blackout drunk and fucked somebody else.
Oh, now you're trying to make me look like the dirty bitch. Like, no way.
I mean, I might have been a dirty bitch in that motherfucker, but I didn't in that situation.
I wasn't the dirty bitch that infected.
Right. I wasn't the dirty bitch that time.
I love that.
It's one of those things. If you gave your fucking partner a regular cold, would you fucking leave them over it? No.
Right.
So what's the fuck is the difference? Like,
there's really honestly no difference because like when I was like camming before, I was like had fucked around with a few really busy mainstream porn stars, and when I was fucking with for like a while, and he did this scene with somebody that did like a gangbang like the day before, and she had tested fresh 2 days before I did the gangbang, did the scene with him. And then her agent called his agent, like, saying, like, oh, she tested positive. And he was, like, tripping out, like, oh, she's going to leave me. She's going to leave me or whatever because, like, she might have gonorrhea or whatever. But I'm like, dude, I know what time it is. Like, it wasn't like you intentionally was, like, trying to get, like, you knew she gave you gonorrhea and she gave it to I didn't end up having it.
Right. And also, it's not like.
But it's also like, okay, you know who you're dating. You're a porn star. Get tested regularly, so it's not like it's being very careless or whatever.
Right.
But it's definitely possible.
And it's also not going outside the rules of your relationship.
Right.
Like,
it's work. You went to work. And
right. But like if me and this girl were monogamous and that shit would have happened, like there would have been no fucking apology.
Okay, that's different.
Right.
That's different.
Since we were non-monogamous, I didn't give a fuck.
Okay, yeah.
Because we're playing by the fucking rules.
Exactly. But I feel like regular civilians that don't experience any of that, they think that, but I'm like, it's like, you know what you signed up for. Not that I expect to get an STD every time you go to TTS or whatever, but it's like if it does come up, it's like it's okay, like it's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of the gig.
Like I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Like, did she really have it? Let me see that.
Fucking within the pool is the safest you can be a slut.
Yeah.
Absolutely the safest you can be a slut. Like One of the civilian chicks I hooked up with during the pandemic was talking shit about like me hooking up with performers. I'm like,
oh my God, can you talk about that, please? Because that's like one of my biggest pet peeves.
I'm like, girl, I know for a fact, because you were talking about it with me, that you raw dogged some dude last week.
Can I follow up with that? I'm sorry, when's the last time you got tested? When's the last time he got tested?
Right.
Because I didn't know. I've dated regular people and it's like, they're like, oh, you think you're better than us? I'm like, that's not what I think. I just think like if you're not in the industry, you think like I'm a fucking whore for no reason. But it's like, I'm sorry, you probably have fucked more people than I have this entire year. And all those people have probably never got tested in their entire lives. I hate to say it.
Yeah, it's the reality of the situation.
It's not like I just fuck anybody. I don't just fuck anybody. Am I a horny bitch? Yeah. Am I a horny bitch? Yeah. But I don't just fuck anybody.
Well, and if you're on set, you're probably fucking one of the same 20 dudes.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the past 3 months, had the same scene partner because it contracted browser star. And that's what I told him. Like, I think you think I'm a fucking whore. You don't say it, but I'm like, you most likely have fucked way more people than I have, and I'm a porn star.
It's the reality of the situation.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
We're all whores and we're all horny, but I'm cleaner.
Well, and it's one of those things.
I'm cleaner and it's on paper.
Well, and it's one of those things. If it's the established rules of your relationship, it's a-okay as long as both parties consent to it.
Consent is sexy.
Right. So if both of you consent to non-monogamy, polyamory, whatever it is, yeah, it's good as long as y'all consent to it. If one of you are going outside the rules, that's a problem. Not the sex. The violation of trust is the problem.
Yeah. Communication.
Because at the end of the day, your partner's had sex with other people before you. Your partner's probably going to have sex
vice versa.
Exactly. So the actual physical act of sex shouldn't bother you. It's the violation of trust that would.
No, but it really is. And I feel like people that are so, I hate to say it, but I feel like Karens and stuff, it's like, oh, that's not how you really feel. I'm like, no, that's really actually the part of it that's really more hurtful. It's not that fucking jackhammering somebody for 5 minutes. That's not what's hurtful. It's like the violation of like trust and communication. That's what it's like. Now I feel disrespected. And now it's right.
Yeah, that's the real problem.
Communication is communication and consent is sexy.
Exactly.
You heard it here multiple times, I'm sure.
It has been brought up on more than one occasion.
Consent is sexy. Should we make a shirt like that?
I'm pretty sure there is a shirt that is already out there.
But people should wear it more. Consent is sexy.
Trust is also sexy.
Yeah, but I feel like they go hand in hand, right?
They do. But I've definitely, given consent and gotten consent from people I don't know well enough to trust. I've definitely stuck my dick inside some people that I didn't know well enough to actually trust them or not.
Well, yeah.
Like, post-nut clarity, like, oh, that might have been a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like it's a guy thing. I hate to say it.
Oh.
Well, I mean.
Come on, you've never fucked anyone you didn't necessarily trust?
No, 100%. But I feel like the way that you guys think of it in that moment is like a little different. I think it's funnier for whatever reason because I'm like, oh, you fucking knew that bitch. No.
Oh, yeah, no, something just goes off in our brains. And it's just like, oh, no, I want to fuck. Oh, this is a really bad idea. This is a really bad idea.
How bad of an idea on a scale of 1 to 10?
And the one that comes to mind is, fucking this horrible girl at my buddy's wedding in Spain. Fucking horrible. My audience has definitely heard that story before, but like, oh.
What do you mean horrible?
Okay, first and foremost, she was not very attractive. We'll just start.
Like 6 out of 10? Oh, not. It was crazy.
I was very drunk, so I don't.
Okay.
To preface this, I got so drunk at the wedding that I slept on a pool table for a little while. Me and one of the bridesmaids were really on path to hook up, and we both got so drunk that we lost each other at the party.
Oh no.
So I woke up from my nap on the pool table. Apparently the bridesmaid I was supposed to hook up with was passed out in some bushes outside. The Spanish know how to throw down. I walked back in because we had rented a villa in Spain. So the wedding. So the wedding's at the villa. I walk into the kitchen and like this chick is talking to my guy, and I don't even really remember the conversation. All I remember is like within a couple minutes, I just kind of like her and I just walked back to my room in the villa.
Okay.
And it was apparently on. Like I remember kind of sobering up while I was inside her. And just being like, oh God, well, I'm already here. I might as well finish.
It was so cringe. How did it come out? How did it turn out?
Oh, well, the best part is the condom fucking broke.
I'm screaming.
Condom fucking broke. But she assured me that she was good to go. I'm like, all right.
Good to go,
like, you know.
I'm screaming. Oh my God, I'm screaming right now.
And we finish up. Because I'm so drunk and I eventually popped. I was just like, all right, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm in my bed already. I'm just going. So I'm going back to the party. I'm like, that's cool. She's like, let me grab one of your shirts. I'm like, no, do not take one of my fucking shirts.
Why?
I don't need this broad advertising to the whole party. She just fucked me. She grabs one of my fucking Chicago bar shirts, so it's very obvious it's me.
Okay, so not like a whatever, like free shirt that you got. Okay.
Yeah, like, and I told her no, and she still grabbed that shit. I was real, and I passed out. The next morning, this goofy broad walks into the room, like I'm dead asleep, walks into the room and like flips on all the lights to get her shit.
What shit?
Like,
what kind of shit?
Her dress, her purse, like.
Fuck your dress and your purse, first of all.
She left that shit in my room, but woke me up from a dead sleep and then left the fucking lights on when she collected her shit and left. And then fucking like 5 minutes later, the bridesmaid I was supposed to hook up with walks in the room and said, yo, girl thinks she left something in here. I'm like, cool.
Oh, I'm so crazy in my throat.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, she just was a shitty human being on top of like a little rewind to the chlamydia part of the story. I actually had chlamydia at that point.
Oh.
And I found out like when I got back to the States. Like I got tested when I got back to the States.
Oh wait, so you didn't get tested
before I went
when you were back there?
Before I went to Spain, I didn't
at all.
Mm-mm. It was one of those things where like the only symptom I was having was having to pee a lot. So I didn't think anything of it. Like it didn't hurt.
That kind of is a symptom when you're, like if you have.
As I said, I thought I had a UTI.
Damn.
So I go, because it lasted, from the part of it was also me being selfish. Like, I don't want to have to take antibiotics and miss out on drinking on this whole Spain trip or potentially miss the Spain trip.
Well, honestly, aside from that, like, oh man, that's a lot of work.
The worst part is like, I don't have that girl's number. So I had to call my buddy who was the groom and be like, yo, that girl at your wedding, can you let her know that she needs to go get tested?
That was responsible of you.
Well, it wasn't for her. It's for any other dude that's like, she trapped.
No, but honestly, a lot of people, girl or guy, get so embarrassed by it that they don't tell other people.
Well, and that was the awkward part, like having to tell the groom. Now, here's how much of a shitty human being she is. My guy went to go tell her at the bar next time he saw her. And before he could even say shit to her, she opened up with, I didn't fuck your friend in Spain. And he goes, okay, then I got nothing to tell you.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. That's how it went down.
Dude, some people I just feel like, no. Yeah. You just live your life like that.
No, she's shitty human, but like, oh yeah, no, I've definitely, fucked some people that I'm not thrilled or proud about.
Don't be let's not tell that story again.
Oh, that story's been told multiple times on air. I got no shame in it.
I don't like it because it's just like ick.
Yeah.
It's ick.
Occasionally I make some poor choices drunk.
I'm not saying that it's like you ick, but it's just like.
Oh no, the whole situation was ick.
It's ick. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just ick. That's it. It's just ick. It is. It is ick. That's ick.
I don't disagree. I lived it.
Ugh.
You're only hearing about it secondhand. I lived it.
Ugh, poor baby.
It's okay. It made for I think it's a funny fucking story.
As long as you think it's funny.
Yeah. Come on. You got to have a tragic story for the class.
I have lots of stories.
Well, what do you want to share?
I don't know. What should we talk about?
Oh, I'd love to hear a cringy sex story out of you.
A cringy sex story?
I just told a cringy sex story.
Oh, that was cringy on another level, though. That was cringy on another level. Was I telling one and I didn't finish it? Oh, no, I did finish it, huh?
Yeah, but you can tell another one.
Okay, cringy sex story. I don't know. Now I'm thinking of it. I feel like I'm on the spot.
Well, you are. You are the guest of the podcast.
Oh, wait. This podcast is... I thought it was about you. This is about me?
Yeah, last I checked.
Okay, now that makes me nervous. I don't like it. Can you start with a story that has to do with you, and I'll go off?
I literally just told a story about me.
Another one.
Another one. What do you want to know?
I don't know any other one. Now I got nervous because
What are you nervous about?
I don't know because I thought this podcast was your podcast.
It is my podcast.
No, like it's about you, not me.
Oh no, this is. What made you think it's not about you?
No, it's about you because your podcast.
No, I'm the host. I'm here to bring you to my audience.
My God. Okay, no, you think of something better.
Then you telling a cringy sex story? I can't think of anything better at the moment.
No, cringy sex story.
Oh, you gotta have some cringy sex stories.
No, but I have to think about it. I have to tinkle and I'll think about it.
Take the headphones off.
Earmuffs.
She broke the seal, folks. And she's back from breaking the seal.
I'm back.
You having fun?
I'm having so much fun. My earmuffs.
All right.
My muffs.
Samantha's back from urination.
Okay, you're welcome.
I mean, I don't know why you're thanking me for your urination, but...
No, I'm thanking you for the earmuffs.
You think of a wild story while you're on the can?
No, I'm just really happy to have the earmuffs back on.
Like,
Are your earmuffs better or mine?
No, they're exactly the same.
Are you sure?
Yes, I purchased them.
Okay, I'll believe it.
Why would I lie?
Because, like, they're not that cute. Like, they're cool or whatever.
They appear to be functional, not necessarily cute.
I just don't really understand why companies can't do both.
I mean, I'm sure there are cuter ones out there. I'm just not looking for them. I'm looking for functional ones.
That's boring, but okay.
Come on the podcast and insult my gear. Ouch.
Not your gear, but how come they don't have cat ears?
It's like one company makes them with cat ears.
That's what I'm saying. They should collab. I've been saying this. No one listens to me. But okay, anyways.
You're just trying to dodge telling the story.
Cheers.
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 Samantha is just trying to avoid telling this story. She doesn't want to tell this scandalous story.
What scandalous story?
The scandalous story I was asking you about before you ran to the bathroom.
What was it again?
I wanted you to share a cringe-worthy sex story with the class.
Cringe? I don't know if I feel like cringe, though, honestly.
You got to have one. Everyone's got one.
Can you give one and I'll go off?
I literally just told one before you went to the bathroom.
In a nutshell?
You just told me it was so cringeworthy you almost vomited.
Okay, but I don't know if I have ones like that, honestly.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the same caliber of cringe.
Cringeworthy?
You got to have at least one embarrassing sex story. Come on.
When my grandma walked in on me having anal sex, is that a thing?
I mean, if that's a thing that happened, then yes, that's a thing.
Oh, okay, great.
So what happened?
Okay,
what's the setup here?
Okay. Back it up. Okay, so you know how, like, you don't ask, like, typical sex questions, which I appreciate because I hate that, actually. A typical sex question in interviews or podcasts in this industry, because I'm a porn star. I don't know if you guys know that, or up and coming or whatever like that. Anyways. Right?
Right. They know.
Oh, they do know that?
They do.
Okay, great. Well, I don't know because some people don't know because they don't watch porn.
Well, I do a whole intro before the show starts.
I know, but some people are like, oh, yeah, they probably like you, but they don't really like porn, right?
I mean, but I do a whole intro introducing you before the show starts.
Was I here?
No, I record it later.
Oh, wait. Okay, now I forgot what I was saying. Okay.
Anal sex, grandma.
Oh, anal sex. Okay. So, Anyways, people are like, oh yeah, when did you lose your virgin? I think it was like 15 or whatever like that. And then like a few questions later in most podcasts or anything like that, they're like, when did you, if you have ever, start dabbling with anal sex? And for me, it was like the day after I lost my virginity. And apparently that's not very common, is it?
I don't know.
Did you do that?
No, my anal cherry's intact. I've never been fucked in the ass.
You never fucked a girl in that?
Oh no, I have definitely fucked people in the ass. I was
The day after you lost your virginity?
definitely not.
But what do you think about that? Like, do you think it's weird or?
I mean, it's only weird if you make it weird. Like, were you?
That's what I'm saying.
Were you happy about it?
I was so happy about it.
Then it's not weird.
And people were like, oh yeah, how old were you lost your virginity? I'm like, 15, I think. Like, what about anal? I'm like, yeah, I tried it the next day after I lost my
Same dude?
virginity. Yeah.
See,
He was like, do you want to try anal? And I'm like, what's that? He's like, put my dick in your ass. I'm like, I mean, I'm down to try anything. Should we just try it? If I don't like it, then like we'll stop doing it. He's like, oh, yeah, 100%.
so grandma walked in on that?
So in my parents' house, then we started doing anal, and he started fucking me in the ass until then. And I was like, damn, that shit was crazy. And my grandma was knocking the door, saying like she knew someone was in there. I was like, nope, there is not. And he
No, grandma, no, there's not.
Anyways, he snuck out of my bedroom window, like 2-story house, and then dipped out.
Athletic dude.
Yeah. It was great. And that's how I lost my virginity 100%.
Grandma was none the wiser.
No, because eventually when I opened the door, she was like, I swear I heard someone. And I was like, no, it was like the TV. She's like, you don't have a TV. Your mom and dad don't let you have a TV on the weekdays. And I was like, I was on my iPhone. And she was like, no, let me look around. But at that time, he had already scaled the 2 stories and jumped down. And I was like, yeah, that was hot. And what was crazy was when I do interviews like this, they were like, you're down to anal? Day 2 of losing your virginity? And I was like, yeah.
Don't seem that weird to me.
Is that right? They were making it feel weird. I was like, yeah.
You're of the generation that I'm assuming porn was easily accessible at that age.
I mean, it was.
Right. So how's that shit out of the ordinary?
That's what I'm saying. They were making me feel like, oh yeah, it's so fucking weird or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, okay. Right?
Yeah.
It's not that weird.
As long as it was consensual and you had a good time with it, who cares?
Consensual is a big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Most consensual. And it was a great time. So it is what it is. Who cares?
Did you let him run it in again?
Did
you let him run it in again?
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't know.
Was it a one-time thing or did y'all?
No, it was kind of like a one-time thing because it was like questionable. But it was like, it was questionable to what, and then after that, to a point where it was like, I did not want to fuck your boyfriend by any means. Oh, it was weird.
Wait, it was someone else's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, see, the story gets a little thicker.
Does it get thicker?
So, it was someone else's boyfriend.
Okay, can we start from the beginning?
Yeah, I'd love to hear the story.
Now I'm sweating and I don't want to tell this story anymore.
Aw.
Now you're making me feel bad, like I'm a bad person.
You're not a bad person.
I'm not a bad person.
I lost my virginity to someone else's girlfriend.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like a friend's or like someone else's?
A friend.
Be honest.
A friend's.
Like how much of a friend? Like a, oh, we're friends.
Like he introduced me to her. Like.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Pretty good. One of my pretty good friends at the time.
And then?
Oh, definitely not so much afterwards.
Like, what did he say, though?
I mean, he was pretty fucking pissed off. He was a lot less.
Wait, in what way? Like, oh, fuck you? Or was it like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, he definitely told me to fuck off. But he was a lot less upset with me when he found out that she had fucked like 3 other of our friends while he was out of town, too.
That you knew?
Uh-huh.
That you both knew?
Oh, that we all knew.
No.
Yep.
Are you dead ass?
I'm dead ass.
See, I'm not judgy or whatever like that, like whatever feeds your soul. But when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, girl, like I cannot even defend you. Like I can't. I can't.
It was a surprise hookup on my end for sure. Like, I've definitely told this story on air too, but he introduced her to me he brought her by my place like a week before he went out of town. And like her and I kind of hit it off. And he's like, he half jokingly said as they were leaving, like, don't do anything while I'm out of town. I'm like, both her and I are like, oh, we'll wait a week. Like, we're just being assholes. A week later, she invited me over to fucking drink and hang out.
No way.
Oh yeah. She knew what she was doing. And hell, the only reason I rolled over there is her boyfriend, best friend, who was also a friend of mine, was going to be there too. So I'm like, oh, it's going to be fine. Like, it's a social thing. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
And at the point where like all of us are drunk and me and her start messing around, he pulls me off to the side and like my drunk brain, like, oh, he's going to set me right here. And
what did he say?
He's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm trying. He's like, dude, if you keep this up, you're totally going to fuck her tonight.
What are you doing? Like, what? What do you mean?
Well, her and I were because her and I were messing around.
Okay, but what you and her doing is very different than what you actually are doing.
Well, it was one
Sorry, I hate to say it, but that actually.
Well, yeah, but I thought he was going to tell me like, dude, what are you doing? Stop. But he gave me like dude, you keep this up, you're totally fucking her tonight. And so I did. I continued on and yeah, we hooked up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty scandalous.
Life's wild.
Definitely like a drunk 16-year-old, like, oh shit, I can get laid here moment.
Whatever feeds your soul.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if it fed my soul or not, but it was a thing. It's a thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't feel any shame about banging someone else's boyfriend.
We don't usually do that, but.
Well, you said you did there.
Hmm?
You said you did with the anal.
With the anal?
Yeah, you said that was someone else's boyfriend.
Not like my friend, though.
Just he was in a relationship.
We're like in 8th grade. You think that's a relationship?
I mean, once again, it comes back to the trust.
I think you know in your heart that was not like a real.
I mean, if he
like,
but I'm sure in the moment, if his, the person he was in a relationship with.
You're defending her?
I'm not defending her. I'm just saying, I'm sure she would be pretty fucking hurt like it was real.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm not saying what you did was wrong. You didn't make any commitment to this girl.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, whatever feeds your soul.
Right. He violated her trust. You didn't.
100%. I'm a nice girl. I'm like nice like 85% of the time.
Sometimes in that 15%, you just got to get it in. I get it.
You know? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with it at all.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. I want to hear the story if you're willing to tell it.
Hey, I'm going to bed.
Are you just going to bed? He's like, podcast over. I'm going to bed. Good night, Matt.
I'm calling it.
All right, we'll call last call on this motherfucker if you're calling it.
No. What was the question?
The story. Whole story.
Which one?
The whole story about the chick's boyfriend that banged you in the ass.
Okay, it wasn't the chick's boyfriend.
Okay. You said he had a girlfriend.
Are you talking about when I lost my virginity?
Yeah, you said you had a girlfriend.
Okay, when I lost my virginity, right? That's the story you're talking about, right?
Well, either or. I'm curious about the...
No, which one are you talking about?
Well, it's the same dude that banged you in your ass and your virginity, right?
Which story are you talking about, though? Okay, the one talking about this podcast.
Well, I thought there was more to the story of your grandma walking in on dude banging you in the ass. I thought you said he had a girlfriend at the time. So are you okay?
No. Okay, everything's fine.
It's about that time. We'll call last call on this motherfucker.
Are we in Hollywood?
We are in Hollywood.
Okay, thank God.
Samantha, since we're calling last call, where can the audience find you on the things?
At Samantha Lexi LEXI on Instagram. And on Twitter, same thing, but with 2 underscores. It's pretty much the same thing on all those bitches.
The OnlyFans?
Samantha Lexi LEXI. On every platform is the same thing. Samantha Lexi LEXI. It's either with 2 underscores or not. Same shit. Shameless plug.
I mean, that's what you're here to do.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love that about me.
We're here to promote you.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you guys follow me and stuff like that?
That's the plan.
Thank you. Love you.
And as always, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook, twitch.tv/Matt F. Slayer. You can find the Patreon home to exclusive content at patreon.com/Matt Slayer. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
That's not fair. Yours is cool.